that note, we will hop to our next WhatsApp query, written to us from Shrikant, all the way from Bengaluru. He holds a couple of shares of Oil India bought at 477 apiece, and he's asking a long-term outlook. And he's also mentioned that he's in loss because, of course, the current price of the stock is 445, around 445, which is way less than the price at which he bought, and plus the stock has been giving up most of its profits, especially since September 2024. So I'll take this question to Girish. How does Oil India look like to you?
As we are talking about for the longer propositions, obviously it's looked like attractive. Just but my better range of just entering in this particular stock is that 375 to 400 levels. So if they already hold this stocks, then the better sides to just average their stock at the level of 360 to 375 rupees. As a management change, we already know that the CFOs recently changed it out, as well as they are more expanding into the biogas plants itself on the more energy product lines too. So just bullish on for the next 2.5 years in the oil and marketing companies, as well as not at the current levels. They just hold and wait the position for the 370 to 375 rupees.
Okay, understood. On that note, we will go to our next query written to us from Murthy, written to us from Murthy. He's asking about Ratan Power, Ratan India Power. He's invested in this particular stock at 14.46 apiece. And he's asking if it is a good stock to stay invested in. So, Aditya, let's come to you for this one. What is your take on Ratan India Power?
Right. So technically, the stock looks good. It has broken out of its multi-year resistance. It's trading above its 2014 highs, which was placed around 14 odd level only. So technically, the stock is improving for the long term. So if he has, and then second thing, this stock is a small cap. So the volatility will be very high if he has a risk appetite of bearing this volatility, and if he has a long term horizon, then this stock can do well in the long run. And if we talk about the short term, then he must follow a level based approach. If the stock will turn bullish above 18 odd levels, from there he can expect a rally up to 20.50 to 22, and stop loss he must place for this would be 14.5. But remember, I'm talking about a rally only above 18 odd levels. Right now, the stock is trading at 13.83. So that's a short-term outlook, level-based approach. And if he has a long-term horizon of holding it, then he must have some risk appetite to hold the small cap.
Understood. Girish, I'll come to you quickly. Very briefly, I'd like to understand, especially given the market situation at the moment, the market has been dropping tremendously for the past 3 days in a row. Do you think because, Aditya mentioned small cap, Ratan India Power being a small cap company, is it the right time to stay invested in small cap companies, especially in a market trend like the present time? Is it a good idea?
No, frankly saying, because there's a low volume based stocks, especially when the news are coming out. So these type of stocks are usually working. So if we're talking about the Ratan India Power itself, so the promoter pledged their 88% of their holdings. Currently the promoter just rolled a very nominal amount. High debtor desk as well as the cost of borrowing is too high. So I'm not very much bullish on the Ratan India Power itself for the longer term itself. And if the talking about the fundamental books also, it's 2 weeks in the terms of revenue generations too. So in my case, this type of market is not very much favorable for the small cap or penny type of stocks. So just avoid these type of stock and just invested in the very strong fundamentals.